Saint John Neumann, 4th Bishop of Philadelphia, patron of Catholic education and immigrants. John Nepomucene Neumann was born on March 28, 1811, in Prakachatis, Bohemia, then part of the Austrian Empire. His parents were devout Catholics of modest means. From childhood, Neumann showed seriousness, obedience, and a strong attraction to prayer and study. He served Mass regularly and demonstrated early discipline that would define his life. Neumann pursued formal education in classical languages, philosophy, and theology. He excelled academically and practiced personal asceticism, including fasting and structured prayer. Due to political conditions and an oversupply of clergy in Europe, ordinations were delayed, leaving many seminarians without assignments. This period tested Neumann's patience and strengthened his sense of obedience to God's will. Learning of the severe priest shortage in the United States, Neumann discerned a missionary vocation. Accepting uncertainty, he left his homeland permanently, choosing service over security. His decision reflected both realism and faith, recognizing the growing needs of immigrant Catholics in America. In 1836, Neumann crossed the Atlantic alone. The journey was physically demanding and uncertain. Upon arrival in New York, he immediately sought ecclesiastical authority and presented himself for service. Neumann was ordained a priest in June 1836 by Bishop John Dubois of New York. He was among the earliest priests ordained in the United States specifically to serve immigrant populations. His assignment was immediate and demanding. Father Neumann served large rural territories in New York and Pennsylvania, traveling primarily on foot. He celebrated Mass in private homes, barns, and small chapels. His pastoral work included catechesis, confessions, and care for the sick. He lived with minimal possessions and accepted hardship without complaint. Neumann learned multiple languages to serve immigrant communities effectively, including German and Czech. During periods of strong anti-Catholic sentiment, Neumann emphasized stability, education, and faithful pastoral care rather than public confrontation. In 1840, Neumann joined the Congregation of the Most Holy Redeemer, Redemptorists, becoming its first member in the United States. He embraced community life, obedience, and missionary discipline. Later appointed superior, he governed through personal example rather than authority. In 1852, Neumann was appointed 4th Bishop of Philadelphia. The diocese faced rapid growth, ethnic diversity, and lingering anti-Catholic tensions. Neumann accepted reluctantly, fully aware of the administrative and pastoral demands. As bishop, Neumann focused on organization, discipline, and pastoral accessibility. He visited parishes regularly, strengthened clergy formation, and avoided personal prestige. He lived simply and remained closely connected to ordinary Catholics. Neumann considered Catholic education essential for preserving faith among immigrants. During his episcopacy, the number of Catholic schools in Philadelphia increased from 2 to more than 100. He recruited religious sisters to staff schools and ensured affordability for working families. On January 5, 1860, Bishop Neumann collapsed while walking to a meeting and died later that day at 48 years old. His death was widely mourned, and devotion to his memory spread quickly. Canonized by Pope Paul VI in 1977, Saint John Neumann became the first U.S. bishop declared a saint. He is honored as the patron saint of Catholic education and immigrants, remembered for faithful service, institutional strength, and quiet leadership. Saint John Neumann's legacy rests on faithful service, institutional strength, and quiet leadership, a model of holiness expressed through duty rather than prominence.